In the highly competitive world of fashion and modeling, not every person that puts on a fancy dress and walks down a long runway is the same. There are some who, through their hard work, determination, and a little bit of luck, stand out from the crowd, not only distinguishing themselves as supermodels, but making a fat load of cash while they're at it. So, who are these special few people? Well, let's find out as we look at the highest paid supermodels in the world. Number 10. Jourdan Dunn. Net worth $13 million.
You have to do something that you love. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense that you're going to be leaving. For me, anyway, if I don't do something that I love, it's like I am not leaving my house to leave my son to be in a place, be around people that I do not like or want to be around. Like, I need to love what I do.
Jourdan Charisse Dunn was born in 1990. She's a British model that started out her career in 2006 when she was signed in London. By 2007, she was already appearing on international runways. At the age of 16, Dunn was walking in shows for Marc Jacobs and Ralph Lauren, among others. Her rise to prominence was pretty clear for all to see, and the fashion world had to recognize it. She was featured on British Vogue as a new star, and in 2008, Style.com listed her as one of the top 10 newcomers. That same year, she would walk 75 shows during the spring and summer 2008 seasons. In 2014, Dunn was announced as the new face of Maybelline New York. She was lauded as an icon by Models.com and is widely considered a supermodel. That is, if her portfolio and fat bank account didn't already make that clear. It's pretty obvious that Dunn is extremely into fashion. If she isn't putting it on, then she's making it. She signed a deal with multinational retailer Marks & Spencer to design a kids-wear clothing collection called Little London by Jourdan Dunn. And she's collaborated with British fashion retailer Missguided to launch a clothing line, increasing the company's revenue by 75%, with international sales increasing by 130%. Yeah, she's just that powerful. Her multiple projects don't just help her achieve her estimated $13 million a year. It also earned her quite a few accolades, like winning Model of the Year multiple times, winning an Inspiration Award for raising awareness, and landing on the Forbes list of highest earning models. Number 9. Bella Hadid. Net worth $25 million.
What is the bravest thing that you've ever done?
The bravest thing I ever did was probably skydiving.
Isabella Khair Hadid is the younger of the Hadid sisters and was born in 1996 to a real estate developer father, Mohammed Hadid, and former model mother, Yolanda Hadid. She has a brother, Anwar Hadid, who, surprise, surprise, is also a model, creating the rarely seen modeling dynasty. Fun bit of trivia: with a commercial project for Flynn Sky, she began her rise to prominence in 2014 when she signed to IMG Models, making her runway debut in 2015 walking for Tom Ford, and she's been walking runways and appearing in magazines ever since. She's worked with top brands like Vogue, Fenty, Puma, and Tommy Hilfiger, and of course she hasn't done all this alone, routinely appearing with her older sister Gigi and her younger brother Anwar on the runway or in magazines. Bella makes an approximated $8.5 million a year in earnings. She's been sure to give some of that back, though, by participating in a few philanthropic endeavors, like volunteering to help make 500 meals for the Bowery mission on behalf of System of Service, #Lunchbag, and Nike, and donating to local food banks in New York City. Number 8. Cara Delevingne. Net worth $28 million.
They're really great for stress. You can't cry in a ball pit. I've tried. If you cry, jump in a ball pit, I want to see you feel like an idiot.
Cara Jocelyn Delevingne is certainly one of the most recognizable faces on this list. If you haven't seen her on the runway or on the cover of a magazine, you've definitely seen her in a movie. Born in 1992, Cara began her modeling career at the young age of 10. She was signed just after leaving school at the age of 17, meaning she's been in this business for a long time now. And I'd hate to state the obvious, that she's got quite the knack for it too. She was in particularly high demand between 2012 and 2016, walking runways for everyone from Versace to Louis Vuitton to Dolce & Gabbana. She strutted her stuff in London, Paris, and Milan, wearing dresses so expensive, my wallet hurts just looking at them. Cara has won the Model of the Year award twice now, in 2012 and 2014 at the British Fashion Awards. So of course, she's also amassed a large following following online as well, with over 43 million followers on Instagram alone. These days, she focuses a little more on her acting career, having starred in several films and TV shows like Anna Karenina, Paper Towns, and 2016's Suicide Squad. The most recent estimate by Forbes reports that Kara's various projects allow her to pull in around $10 million per year. She's used some of that massive paycheck to purchase luxuries like Jared Leto's former home worth $2.5 million, and proceeded to deck out said home, turning it into a tropical oasis, complete with a hidden room with a stripper pole and beautiful paintings of nude women. Number 7. Gigi Hadid, net worth $29 million.
What's the best piece of advice your mom has given you?
If you're not the nicest, most hardworking girl in the industry, there's gonna be someone prettier, nicer, and more hardworking.
Can't have one sister on the list without the other. Yelena Nora Hadid was born on April 23, 1995, in Los Angeles. Her modeling career began when she was only 2 years old, after being discovered by Paul Marciano of Guess. She started modeling for Baby Guess before stopping to concentrate on school, eventually returning to the modeling scene in 2011, becoming the face of Guess. Her real breakthrough came in 2014, after debuting at New York Fashion Week, walking for Desigual. By 2016, she had already become the brand ambassador for Australian fashion swimwear label Sea Folly, co-hosted the Daily Front Row's Media Awards, and made her first appearance at the Victoria's Secret fashion show. And it's been uphill from there. Since then, she's worked with many brands and starred in multiple movies and music videos. Gigi Hadid has appeared on several magazine covers, circulated on almost every continent, from Vogue US to Vogue China, Teen Vogue, and even the Wall Street Journal. She's worked for brands like Versace, Chanel, and BMW, because nothing compels you to buy a beautiful car like a beautiful woman. She's appeared in movies and shows like Ocean's 8 and Scooby-Doo, as well as a bunch of music videos like Taylor Swift's Bad Blood and Calvin Harris's How Deep Is Your Love. Gigi is interested in sticking more than just a foot in show business. After all, not many supermodels have co-hosted the American Music Awards. Suffice to say, Gigi makes a lot of money, about $9.5 million a year to be more precise, and apparently, she's trying to give some of it back. Hadid has participated in several political and charitable movements for several years now. Good luck looking at that face and still refusing to donate. Number 6. Rosie Huntington-Whiteley, net worth $30 million.
Okay, what do you have going on right over here? What is that?
Nothing that you need to know about just yet.
Born in 1987, Rosie is one of the most beautiful and successful English supermodels out there. She is best known for her work with Victoria's Secret, formerly holding the much sought-after title of Victoria's Secret Angel. She has walked the runways for Givenchy, Burberry, Oscar de la Renta, Louis Vuitton, and Versace, to name a few. She has also appeared in advertising campaigns for Dolce & Gabbana, Ralph Lauren, Tommy Hilfiger, and Bloomingdale's. Again, to name a few. Rosie has been into modeling since the age of 15, when she undertook work experience at London model agency Profile. She was signed after leaving school in 2003, aged 16, and would feature in Teen Vogue the very next year. Just like a couple of other models on this list, Rosie has a pretty healthy acting career as well. She was the female lead in Transformers: Dark of the Moon and played a role in the movie Mad Max: Fury Road. Rosie has also been honored with quite a few awards throughout her career as well. She won the Female Star of Tomorrow Award at the 2011 CinemaCon. She received Elle Style Awards for 2009's Model of the Year, 2012's Top Style Icon, and 2015's Model of the Year. Her multiple projects and collaborations didn't just nab her a Businesswoman of the Year award in 2016, it also allows her a sweet $11.5 million every year in earnings. Number 5. Karlie Kloss, net worth $40 million.
Anything else you love?
My Graham's cream-colored scarf. I still have that scarf and I wear it. It's my favorite.
Karlie Elizabeth Kloss was born in 1992 and is yet another incredibly wealthy former Victoria's Secret angel, proving yet again that the hush money to keep Victoria's Secret must be absolutely nuts. Her modeling career began when she was 14 and shot for Scene magazine. Just 3 years later, she would feature on Vogue's Top 30 Models of the 2000s list. her rise to prominence has been almost meteoric, allowing her to take on a host of varied projects. Her runway walk has been described as one of the most unusual and simultaneously quite powerful, and she's had a long career to perfect that stride. She's walked from Paris to New York, been in magazines circulated around the world, and has made a few TV cameos for good measure. On top of being a widely successful model, raking in approximately $13 million every year, Kloss is also a computer programmer. She's partnered with schools to provide scholarships for young girls interested in computer science and software engineering. She also launched a 2-week summer coding camp for girls from ages 13 to 18, teaching the basics of programming. Probably not the sort of camp you'd expect from a world-famous supermodel to be running, but Kloss is full of surprises. Number 4. Kendall Jenner. Net worth $45 million.
What do you wear when nobody's watching?
Nothing.
Certainly not the richest member of the Kendall Jenner clan, but still incredibly wealthy. Next up, we have probably the least surprising entry on this list. Kendall Nicole Jenner was born in 1995. She's a model, but first and foremost, she's a media personality. She rose to fame thanks to a little-known show called Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She started modeling at the age of 14 and really broke onto the scene in 2015 after walking the runways for high-fashion designers throughout the New York, Milan, and Paris fashion weeks. Jenner cemented her supermodel status when she made her debut at number 16 on Forbes magazine's 2015 list of top-earning models, and in 2017 when she was named the world's highest-paid model by Forbes. But make no mistake, she isn't generating her estimated $22.5 million a year from modeling alone. When she isn't appearing in campaigns, editorials, and cover shoots, or working with Marc Jacobs, Tommy Hilfiger, or Chanel, she's out there making her own bank. Kendall Jenner has created and co-created along with her sisters several luxury and beauty products, like her 2 signature nail lacquers in 2011, the 2013 Metal Haven jewelry collection by Kendall and Kylie Jenner, and the Jenner sisters' shoe and handbag line, to name a few. Kendall Jenner was named as one of People magazine's 50 most beautiful people in the world in 2014. Time magazine named her and her sister Kylie in the list of the 30 most influential teens in 2014. Even Google named Jenner as the 2nd most Googled model in the world. And if Google thinks you're important, then you've made it. What else could you possibly achieve? Number 3. Miranda Kerr. Net worth $65 million.
Go on. Good. Go on. Bye.
Miranda May Kerr is an Australian supermodel and was born in 1983. She began her modeling career at the age of 13 with a bang when she won the Dolly Magazine Model Search Competition. She was the first Australian to take part in Victoria's Secret campaign in 2007, rising in prominence as a Victoria's Secret angel. Throughout her career, she's consistently ranked high on the Forbes list of highest-earning models. Kerr was an intensely prolific model in Australia. She worked with multiple brands like Billabong, Tiger Lily, and One Teaspoon. She was even the brand ambassador of Australia's most recognized swimwear brand, Sea Folly. After modeling in Australia, she would model in Japan and finally relocate to New York City, where she would proceed to undertake a slew of runway appearances and print campaigns, accruing an incredibly long list of brands and magazines she's worked with. She once worked with the cosmetic brand Maybelline, probably figured she could do it even better, and launched her own brand of organic skincare products called Cora Organics. She's even written a self-help book in case you want to accomplish what she's accomplished. Part of her accomplishments, of course, is her approximated $17 million a year in earnings, her massive net worth, being a mother of 3, married to Snapchat CEO Evan Spiegel, and still looking amazing on magazine covers and editorials. Number 2. Chrissy Teigen. Net worth $75 million.
What is the #1 rule in dressing for a night on the town?
Show a little bit of skin.
Christine Diane Teigen was born in 1985. She's our runner-up for this list because she isn't just your everyday model. She's appeared on more TV shows than your average supermodel and even made a cameo in a video game. Chrissy made her professional modeling debut in the annual Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue in 2010. She's gone on to have a long, storied modeling career, which has gone a long way to help her earn approximately $12 million every year. Her television career, though, now that that is truly varied. She's been on pretty much every sort of television show you could tune in to watch, granting Chrissy Teigen household name status. She's appeared on talk shows like Fab Life and The View, competition shows like The Voice, Lip Sync Battle, and America's Next Top Model, and TV shows like The Mayor, Inside Amy Schumer, and The Simpsons. Chrissy also proved her skills aren't just in the studio or on television when she authored 2 cookbooks. Chrissy Teigen became engaged to singer John Legend in 2011, and after 4 years of dating, they got married in Como, Italy. John Legend's song All of Me was apparently dedicated to her. They currently live in Beverly Hills, California, with their 2 children and a spare home in New York. Number 1. Gisele Bündchen. Net worth $400 million.
Don't worry. In time, your hard work, discipline, and focus will pay off.
At the top of our list is the queen of all supermodels, who continues to reign supreme despite her retirement. Gisele has been featured at the top of several highest-paid model lists for quite a long time now. In fact, she had topped Forbes' annual highest-paid model list for several consecutive years, before eventually being dethroned by Kendall Jenner. Gisele Caroline Bündchen is a Brazilian supermodel, born in the year 1980. She's been credited as the 16th richest woman in the entertainment industry, and was listed as the 89th most powerful woman in the world by Forbes. It's thought that she makes around $40 million annually. Not incredibly surprising for someone that has featured in more than 1,200 magazine covers. Bündchen has been lauded for straight-up revolutionizing the modeling game. She was a Victoria's Secret angel from 1999 until 2006, and was credited with pioneering and popularizing the horsewalk, a strut much sexier than the name might imply. She has understandably been nominated and awarded quite a few awards throughout her storied career, and they weren't all for modeling either. She was nominated for 2 Teen Choice Awards for her role in the movie Taxi, and she's won a Model of the Year award twice. She also appeared in Emmy Award-winning documentary Years of Living Dangerously and the incredibly popular movie The Devil Wears Prada. She even went ahead and produced her own show called Giselle and the Green Team. And to top it all off, Bündchen has engaged in a number of charitable endeavors, including Save the Children, Red Cross, and Doctors Without Borders, as well as being a Goodwill Ambassador for the United Nations Environment Program. Apart from her insane net worth, it's the extra stuff that makes everyone call Gisele Bündchen the Queen. So which one of these incredibly successful and stunning supermodels is your favorite? And if your fave didn't make the list, let me know. If you enjoyed this video, do click on a video on the screen. It's just as good as this one. See you there.